to clean off the quicksand.
I'm like, how do you think you use bathroom out here?
Oh my gosh, man! But you're right. You know, God, yeah, God is not. What is it, Big Sip? God's not a fear. I mean,
That's right.
He's not. He's not. And if more people were awake, I mean, yeah, I don't like what's going on, but I mean, the more awake you are and aware you are, you're not afraid of it to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Because like me and everybody sitting on this panel, we're like, we knew this was coming. We're not shocked. People that are not awake, this is fear to them, and I feel bad for that. And I can't have a conversation with just anybody. I can't walk out of my neighborhood right now and talk to probably anybody in my community. Anything that I say right now, I am a total nut job. I'm a total nut job. Yeah. And that's the sad part.
Well,
Go ahead, Sid.
Well, but once you realize that the battle was always about the space between the two temples, okay?
Yep.
When you recognize that, I don't allow them entrance into my temple. Period. Everything that they tell me, I think is a lie off the top. That's just it. I'm that skeptical of this reality where I go, okay, I got to have proof first before I'm gonna let you in here, and that's just protection of the temple, and I'm gonna protect it at all costs. They can't have it. They can never have it.
I am finding myself making rather angry videos, and it's just that I'm angry at the same people that couldn't hear us when we were trying to warn them, and now we're trying to tell them, dude, you're building the trap and then walking into it for them. They're sitting there going, this is amazing. We thought America was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
These people are going right back into the whatever you keep sheep in. What's a sheep keeper?
Sheep pen?
I don't know. Whatever they're called. They're going into
the
Thank you. I got out of Massachusetts, and I felt bad doing it, but I can't. I mean, you're not going to listen to me now. They're not going to listen now. And I didn't want to get stuck there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's going to be another step for control, just like 9/11. After 9/11, things got put in place for more control, and that's the way it goes.
And I will say this: we got an opportunity here. I look at it from a positive viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That positive viewpoint is that the normies that I talk to at my work and everything else are now coming to ask me questions.
Yes,
man, what's really going on? This doesn't smell right. And so there's an opportunity here where some can break free, but most of them are not going to want to make decisions on their own. They're happy somebody else making decisions for them. But at least there is that nugget of truth. We do have an opportunity here because they overstepped their boundaries big time with this.
Big time.
They just.
I guarantee they were waiting like, okay, we're going to push this. We held our event publicly months ago about this. Bill Gates intertwined throughout the entire thing. Bill Gates steps down. When he stepped down, Trump called on the night of the spring equinox, Trump calls national emergency 333. I went, this is alchemical. This is like this. These guys they got all the kettles stirring at one time. They were waiting.
Yeah.
And Americans started self-imposing, and they blew my social media, my Instagram specifically is mostly weapons dudes, prepping. They're all stay inside, don't be part of the. I'm like, are you shit? Like, well, the algorithm's seeing that too, and it said,
"Yep, the algorithms. That's totally it." And,
go live.
And I said on my video that I released finally, Back to Human, COVID-19 edition. I said in my video, depending on how we act, that's where they're going to go with possibly mandatory vaccine. And that's what they do. They study the algorithms to see how far they can go. And then if they go too far, then they pull it a bit. Then that's how they do it. I mean,
that's Fabian socialism. That's how it works. That's exactly how Fabian socialism works. When the turtle strikes, it strikes hard, right? It's always beta test. It's always beta testing to see how much they can get away with, and that's essentially what they're always doing. They're always beta testing, and now in this modern day, we give them all the data points through social media.
It's amazing, and watching them historically crash the Dow, and then it comes right back up again. Historically, they drop it, wait for the weekend, no pitchforks. Nobody's marching in the street. Bounce it back again.
Yep.
Every time they do that, some poor bastard that's worked his whole life just tap. And then someone just said, "I put money in the bank; it's still there." And it will be. Your 401k, you're talking long. They're already the national already got a gold and silver bullion. That's bad.
That's what they said in Germany. They said in Germany too. People. Yeah, my stolen bank in Germany, and yeah, and then they closed the bank, 2 weeks later, and then we came to March, So, I mean, if I see things going to the digital money, it's pretty much kind of game over with the digital money. I mean, when you start doing the digital thing with like we spoke, Big Sip mentioned it, Richie from Boston. Look back. What was it? 3 weeks ago, we had a live stream. We can't have money. It's too dirty. It's contaminated. We cannot have physical money. We got to have it digital money. And it goes that way.
It freaks me out how historic that live stream was. And I'm not saying that it's legit. We straight up, every single, me, Sib, Nick, Art, we all put it in there. And I wish we had said, and it's going to happen in a week, because it's coming. It's going to take time. Well, little did we know, they've been working on this a long time, and it all started in Massachusetts. The law that they passed has been sitting dormant. Well, that law would only apply to a situation like this. Private property, we can come right in. Mandatory vaccines, no problem. They're floating that word everywhere, and it won't even need to be mandatory.
Mm-hmm. No,
The cure to what? The cure to what?
Yeah.
They've been all over the country. If you don't turn the mainstream on, everything's fine. It has been cloudy, 1,300 miles of clouds.
And I'm going to stress this again. I know chemists, I know people that work for Purell. Richie knows. They formulate specifically to attack certain things. H1, SARS, swine flu, whatever. They've seen it all. That's why they do what they do. The coronavirus, it's a no-brainer. I mean, the stuff they had in place kills it. I mean, this is nothing. No. They're dumbfounded right now. Like, what's going on? This is nothing.
It must be amazing. There has been Pro 777 had a doctor, he's a psychiatrist, but he's well versed in this. He's well versed in germs and viruses and how viruses aren't even a thing. But I'm not telling you, I can't stress this enough, dude. I've talked to dozens all over the country and world, people that work in the medical community, and they've been there for 10, 15, 20. They're like, this is nothing. And I'm like, so you're the like, so
why are you
continues forward? And I mean, look around. There's no bodies. There's no nothing. There's no nothing. That could change. And I'm reluctant to even say that statement, because again, Southwestern United States, let's do a little chemtrail thing. They want to see bodies, let's give it to them. Now push it over the top.
Yep.
And here we go again. It's just like all these supposed images that we receive all over the world. They're just images. They could be coming from anywhere with any intention, with what's the deep burn or whatever, or in ghost cities. I'm to the point where I just don't believe anything.
I don't either.
I'm just getting to that
point. If you listen to this live stream, the first thing I said is, I'm doing this live stream because they're already floating to the internet's going to go up. Once the internet's out, it's whatever. Who knows what's going to happen? But they can't censor us and hold this, because if they censor us, that could accidentally wake people up. So there's your Ab Guileford, you dick. And
Digress.
I digress. Thank you. I forgot about it. I haven't digressed in a while, man.
Yeah.
Big Sim stopped tipping. I stopped digressing. Gotta do something for
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be that type of person. It's like, dude, I've been here on YouTube since 2007. If I wasn't legit, I mean, come on.
Brandon Nicholson, Brandon and I didn't know each other whatsoever, but we both watched Nicholson go down when it was unheard of.
Mhm.
Didn't get it was the Wild West, dude. You could say whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
It's all good.
There's
Nicholson,
dude back then.
it was the Lighthouse Channel, the Beam of Super Happy Fun Light. Don't give money to the super chat, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please don't. It's annoying. Thank you, though. But don't. I don't even know where it goes. But yeah, Nicholson got taken down and he came back under his own name. And everyone's like, that's a free man. Nicholson, what could that be? It's his name and where he was born. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So I'm no magician. I'm no prophet. I'm just, I'm just looking at patterns. That's how you look at patterns. And you trust in the Holy Spirit.
That's
kind of guide you. That's it. And
Without a doubt, the only reason I know these two guys the way I do is because of the Holy Spirit. Both of these dudes have pulled me along in the Bible, whether people like it or not, and it all makes sense. Whoever sent me that link to MIT, working with Bill Gates, to develop an item that can detect if you had your vaccines from a distance without like a laser gun, with the linchpin. Because there was no reason, you don't need to know if that kid over there has got a vaccine unless there's a pandemic.
yep. You're calling it, Rich. Yeah.
Well, I rue the day that the first man or woman in office tries to force me to do anything. The first claim that I'm going to write against that man or woman that breathes life into that office, they're going to rue the day that they try to force me. And I'm going to tell you, if everybody learns what a claim is and how to write a claim out and start, and you wouldn't be scared of some officer or some military man going against your rights. Listen, folks, it will never be anything but a crime to force your will on somebody else, period, on their life, liberty, or property.
Yeah.
Is this guy Nicholson 19? It is, yes. Really?
Guys, come on, man.
Is this guy Nicholson 1968? No, he's just retired.
Well, hey, it's the polo hat that's got them mixed up.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
You got them mixed up with the hat. Yeah, there you go.
Well, here's a question, and I'm getting a lot of text. I wish people would relax. If you have to text me, please keep it light because I got terrible service where I'm at. First of all, do you think they'll put Vaxxer? I think it's going to get ugly because they're going to bring in. I don't even want to go down that route, but here's the deal: I'm not taking it no matter what, and I'm not getting taken.
I'm not taking it.
I've already lived in a concrete steel cell. I did my time. I'm good with it. All right. We knew this was coming. When I left my house, I made a conscious decision. Like you could be driving right into the belly of the beast, but I was already in the belly of the beast. So it is what it is.
I mean,
go ahead.
no. I mean, I'm not going to take it because that goes against everything I've been saying for
Ever. And you can't unring that bell.
And see, here's the difference. The people that are on this panel, and probably most of the people, subscribers that are listening to us, they're not going to take it. But the other people, they don't look at it as they're going to force it on us. They look at it as we want it to save their lives. See, that's the difference. And there it is right there. Biblical. You got two things going on, and those that are awake are gonna fight. And it comes to that. If it comes to the mandatory, if they do a
Right.
it's gonna get ugly.
Right. Damn, a needle in your arm. The tracking device so we can all remain connected. That's
without consent, they're going to lose their authority. And I promise y'all this: if they try to go the route without consent, everything up until this point has been by consent, even though that consent's fraud. If they go the route of by passing consent, they're going to lose their authority, and I have utmost faith that God will deliver us out of it. And I just know it. I don't know why. I just know it.
If it comes to this, is Big Seb, Richie, in order to come into my store and buy and sell, you got to have a vaccine. See, that's where it's going. Buying and selling the mark. Where, I mean, it's
Okay, this old boy drops in the boat.
I'm fishing.
I don't need any problem, man. I really don't.
I'm reeling in.
Here's the deal. After this event, I've already said this before, and I think you guys agree. The way it's going, I couldn't last another 5 years here anyways, to be perfectly honest. And then after this, seeing America do her thing like this isn't me anymore. I'm just a passenger now. I'm looking for someone to punch my ticket.
You're doing my job.
Yeah, the masses have really just overtaken this country. I've said it before. If the Kardashians came on TV and told us, we need to, just run around the circle 3 times and drink Kool-Aid to get rid of coronavirus, 85% of people in America would do it. I mean, it's follow the leader, Instagram, Snapchat. I mean, it's just, it's like zombies, really, the zombie apocalypse. And it's not because you're ugly zombie, but you're not awake, you're zombified, whatever you want to say.
I've been paying attention a lot to people. I drive a Land Cruiser. You've seen it, Sib. It's monstrous, and it loves gasoline. So I stop and get gas a lot. And when I go in stores, I'm looking for paper towels. I'm looking for hand sanitizer, and I'm looking to see where people are at. Are they handing me the money like this, or are they just, hey, have a great day, blah blah blah? For the most part, it's not too bad. But the chatter is everywhere. I've been checking the front pages of all the local newspapers because screw the USA Today, the Boston Globe, these are all mainstream. I want to see the local newspapers, and I don't know. It just doesn't look really great, man. This was a brilliant scheme. It was a brilliant scheme, man. It just was. I didn't think this is how they were going to go. I figured there was going to be a terrorist attack, but this kind of is. It's another terrorist we can't see.
Well, I kind of figured this was the route it was going to go. That's why I did the latest study, which was based off of Job 3:5, right? It's Job. I want to read that. This is the craziness. 3:15. Let's see. All right. For the thing which I greatly feared has come upon me. That's what it is. And that which I was afraid of has come on to me. And it's crazy how we have instituted. What is that sound? Is that y'all getting that feedback?
Yeah.
I mean, I got my headphones on, so
Gone. All right. That might have been somebody else listening in poorly.
Wow. Okay.
You're speaking truth. That's
the thing which I greatly feared has come upon me, and that which I was afraid of has come unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was my mind still or quiet, yet trouble came. And what is amazing to me is how all this has transpired out of fear. Fear of the unknown, and people supposed to be claiming that they are in line with the Father. And let me tell you something. Perfect love casteth out all fear. When you recognize the truth to that statement, you will not have fear anymore in your heart. What will come, and I have no control over everybody else, but I know what I'm going to stand up and represent as an ambassador of righteousness in my Father's kingdom, and I will separate myself from the beast kingdom completely and call it out at all shots, even to the point of emailing the governor. I have no fear of these rats. I have no fear of any of them. I'm going to continue being that ambassador, and I hope each and every one of you out there find that power and strength too.
I love Sib, and he's really like that, which I completely didn't believe when I first met him. I'm like, this is bullshit. This guy's so happy about it. Unbelievable. With the Bibles and dictionaries all over the house. What a jerk. He's a liar. You know, he's a shill. He's an agent. No, he's totally legit. So there's that.
It took him 3 days. It's on the third day. He's like, all right, you're not faking. Okay.
I can't help it. It's how I am. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, by the fourth day, though,
It was the second day. Remember the first day you're like, hey, tomorrow we'll go fishing all day. And I'm like, yeah. I don't even know if I like fishing all day.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't like
Well, you know, Richie's been through he's been through a lot. So he's very cautious of who he brings on. He's cautious who he recommends
I tried.
his video. And my hats off to him. There's a couple of times that he put a video up, but then he put another video up explaining why he took it down because he saw some other stuff that he didn't believe in this YouTuber's information. So he took it down because of that. I mean, a lot of people don't do that, and they'll just leave it up so they can get views or whatever. Richie didn't agree with this totally, so he took it down, and I respect that. I mean, not many people do that at all, if any, that I've really met, out there. So my hat's off to you, sir.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I felt bad doing it. I wasn't trying to start shit at all, but pointing to this channel for this one video, and then all these other videos that were just no. It's like, oh, I didn't research it. I shouldn't have. So it is what it is. I think Potter's Clay is in the.
Is
Potter's Clay? I think so. He's sent me a lot of good info over the years. He's done some good work, man. Good work.
He's one of the very few I still watch all his videos. There's only like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like 5 I've watched.
It's so down there, dude, and I feel bad. I do.
And both of mine, 6 of mine are law people.
Stuff most people would never watch. It's just about breaking down the law. So I mean, it's it.
Yeah.
It'll work a bunch of word etymologies. Who wants to do all that goofy stuff?
Well, that's why you're here, brother. That's why you're here, because I mean, this kid's ridiculous. He'd be talking to me at his house, and I'd be like, Sid, I haven't been listening for 20 minutes because I can't. It's too much. It's too much information. You're killing me. I'm thinking about the butterfly going outside the window, and you're like, and the law told me in Latin and blah. Yeah. Do a live stream.
Yeah. Do a live stream. Light it up. Yeah.
Hold on to that thought for a little while. We're going live.
What a crazy,
Yeah.
what a crazy,
Yeah.
crazy time, man.
Write it down. Write it down. I can't take it now.
It's
Well,
brilliant. Think about the last one. It's brilliant. Well, with everybody working from home, the internet could go down. That's why they're not censoring it. Crow 777 said it in a video the other day. He said they're not censoring anybody because it would be too obvious. They're riding this. They're like, this is amazing.
They got us trained like little soldiers. As everything that they put out is reshared, re-hashtag, re-Instagram, re-sent, boom, boom, boom. We do it all for them. It's crazy, man.
I agree. Hey, check. A lot of people are under the impression they're kicking the kids out of school so they can install 5G real quick. I don't think they'd have to go through all that trouble because no one's really complained about 5G. But
They
Sid told me the other day,
They want
the
it.
kids won't be able to come back to school unless they have their vaccines.
I see that too.
Yeah.
I see that happening too.
I see that coming. Unfortunately, I see that coming too.
Well, and that's why I've told everybody we should be at the point where we accept no public benefit. Next week,
Break that down into English, seriously. Finish what you're saying, but make it easy.
we should accept no public benefit. What that means is any free gifts. The devil always comes bearing a gift, right? That's how he draws you in with consent. So we should not ask the state or anybody else to take care of our affairs. When you ask somebody to take care of your affairs, that means you cannot do it yourself. So when you institute your children into a public school, folks, you have initiated parents patria. The doctrine of parents patria makes the state the parent of the child. Hope I didn't go too far there.
Nope, not at all. McLeod 2020, you're totally wrong. totally. The virus is nothing. It's nothing. Maybe it was until all the information came out. It isn't. It isn't. If there was a deadly pandemic, it'd be a pandemic by now, dude. Pandemics are fast moving, always, and it doesn't even work like that. It doesn't even work. Like the only pandemics we ever heard of are in their history books.
And you
It's
know
a
what's crazy? We took slack for the last 6-7 weeks while we kept saying not agreeing with everybody. And it's amazing that we still have these Timothy McClouds here, still over here trying to say it's a real pandemic. No, it's not, bro. We've got 2 cases.
You hear that?
Yeah, I hear it still too. Every time I go to talking, it comes in.
That is crazy. Yeah.
I mean-
There you go. And here's the other thing. After talking to I never talked to all these. I did hear it, Brenda. After talking to all these, because I hate talking to people. I do. I can't stand all the words that come out of their mouth. But the medical people, I gotta listen to them, and they're like, dude, viruses don't even actually spread like that. FYI, and don't take antibiotics. They're really bad for you. They kill whatever is ailing you, but they also kill the part of you that would have cured it on its own anyways. So,
Yep.
yeah. Of course they're monitoring us. It is what it is. But I mean, if this is the last time we're gonna have a live stream, I couldn't pick 2 better guys. So it is what it is.
Did the sound get better?
Yeah. It's everything on your end, brother.
It sounded like every time I went talking, it got louder and louder though. But it could be my own imagination. I'm not imagining things.
No, we heard it too.
No, we heard it. We,
He's saying this is science designed to take your rights and install the mark of the beast. It's even more multifaceted than we can even imagine. This is doing so many things, and a couple of channels that I got a decent amount for like, this is just a drill. It isn't a drill. Disney's in on it. All the big corporations, monkey see, monkey do. All the small
Yeah.
companies in the United States see the big companies shut down. Well,
That's
we better
what-
shut down. Those corporations damn well have the resources and the money to know. Look at the facts. This is how many people have it. This is how many have died. This is how long it's been around. It's a non-event. They're shutting down because they were all at 201. This is all Bilderberg. This is what these people do. This is what we've been
Yep.
talking about for 10 years, man.
Yep.
And when it comes, people still don't believe it.
I mean, it has been talked about multiple times. Gosh,
Unbelievable, brother.
and I still don't get it. It's just hilarious. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. But I'm
It is kind of laughable.
I'm still just shocked of how many people are totally asleep. It just blows my mind, really. I'm just, I
Well,
don't get it.
the progression of the method has transpired over the last couple of years, Nicholson. When I started waking up 12 years ago, you had to be on the deep dark web or in the catacombs of YouTube. You had to really be looking. You
Yeah.
You had to really look. But now, with the revelation of the method and the externalization of monarchy, it's right in front of your face. I mean,
Right.
it,
Big time.
yeah.
It's in front of your face. You can see it.
So here's the thing. I want to switch gears. You remember this years ago? The RFID chip is the mark of the beast.
It was the first, yes, they do. It was one of the
Remember
very
that?
people that yelled at me in the comments, and I couldn't that.
Okay,
No. I said, the mark of the beast is the RFID, and here's why. Like,
you
very
can't, yeah. And Big Sale just touched on it tonight too, is the mark cannot be forced upon you. You have to choose it. You have to. That's how the enemy works. Corruption, what did you say, Big Sale? The offering, or how did you say it like that? That was great. Just remember that, or don't offer.
Yeah, free gift. Offering a free
That-
gift.
Once you understand, listen, guys, once you understand how it works, then you're halfway there. Is if it's free, if they're offering a free flu shot for you, really, America don't want to. They want to make a dime on everything, So if they're giving you a free flu shot, you think they're interested in saving your life? No way. That's.
But that's been on in Massachusetts forever. I've seen people at my Sunday dinner table all get a flu shot, and it was absolute bedlam. My grandmother ended up in one of the, here's the place they almost die. The elderly, they send you to this place,
Hospice.
and she made it out. She made it out, but she ended up there. My aunt and uncle ended up in the hospital. My father and my stepmother got incredibly sick, and nobody was like, the flu shot didn't get one, and I didn't get sick. These people were going to the hospital sick. Still didn't the correlation. So
And my daughter, they forced my daughter to take her vaccine this year because she's a nurse. And not only did she get the flu from the vaccination, 2 weeks later, she had another strand of the flu. So my daughter spent, after the vaccination, she spent almost 3 weeks down with the flu. Yeah, it's not
yeah, that's one. There you go.
Russian bids. I don't know if that was a real one or not.
That's why I'm always reluctant to say it, because we were calling out to you, and it wasn't you, somebody else that was. Hey, Russian bitch, what's up, brother? Crazy time, man. It's a crazy time.
Crazy time, man.
There's no way every guy is completely shutting down their monsters. The casinos are shutting down. You know what? Like everything's shutting down. It's because they were told to shut down, because the money they're losing is make believe anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's past money. People need to get that out of their head.
It's leaving for a bit. Oh, money's for us. That gone too. Because once you don't have paper currency, I'm dead in the water. Right off the bat, I'm dead in the water. I have no means of doing anything. There's a lot of others like that. If everybody's on a card, if you don't do what you're told, you go to your card and it's empty.
That's it all. That's right. Yep, exactly.
They showed us the CAT system. They showed us the social credit system. I don't think it's a complete coincidence. It all started in China. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might as well have the whole thing in Antarctica, because no one can go there and verify it either. So
Yeah.
It's just crazy watching it. And
Here's the thing too, crazy stuff. I know this is changing the subject a little bit, but supposedly this country is for human rights. We're about human rights, and we trade with the number one offender in the world of human rights, China. Why? Why do you think that is, folks? You better wake up. This is done. This has been in the works for a long time in stages. We've been telling you, and not that I'm the smartest guy in the world. I'm just saying I got my information, and you study. I mean, it's all part of what's going down, and you cannot believe the government is in your corner. You better believe it's not just a physical battle that we're in. There's more to it, guys. We've been saying that, everybody on this panel. And I know most subscribers already know that, so I'm not talking to you guys. So.
to the people, if it's yelling in videos, try to remember to say,
I want to say something else too.
"How bad?"
I want to thank subscribers. There's one on here, Guy Foot. He's in the chat room. I don't know if he's still in there. But here's the other thing. Yes, I am a YouTube creator, whatever you want to say. Big Sib does his thing. Richie does his thing. But here's what I really love about it. He moves people to share information and get it to people like us on this panel to share it to a mass. You don't even know how important you guys are. Share emails, videos, just that. I really appreciate that over the last 10 years. I just want you to know that as well. It's not me. It's not really us telling you. It's everybody in this room together, working together. We've been through this over the years. We've known it's coming. So it's okay. You know, it's just part of the process. And
That's it.
Oh, by the way, to just back you up, I wanted to read you from David Rockefeller. Nicholson, what is the price of the Chinese Revolution? It obviously succeeded not only in producing more efficient and dedicated administration, also in fostering high morale and community of purpose. The social experiment in China under Chairman Mao's leadership is one of the most important successful in human history. It was an experiment, and that means the experiment is going on right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the other one that said if I could come as any life, I'd come back as a person and wipe out everyone on this planet.
That was one of the princes, Prince David or something. Whichever one. It's one. Prince Charles. Prince Charles.
No,
Oh,
that's the horse face guy. He doesn't say stuff. He's the
No.
nice one.
Was it,
It was
Henry? Was it Henry Kissinger?
No,
No.
and you got him.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's. So I mean, think about this too. Go into that. I mean, I don't know all the details, but the whole thing with the Earth is overpopulated. See, I mean, that's been programmed into us for decades or years. We got to depopulate. We can't feed everybody. I mean, it's unbelievable of what, if you really research it, we're not overpopulated. Because here's the other thing. By saying that statement that the world is overpopulated, I'll tell you what that tells you. You don't believe in a creator, you don't believe in a God. Because if you believe in a creator and you believe in a God, you think he's going to create a world that's not big enough to hold himself?
I'm gonna make a space and it can't hold me.
Yeah.
In Sim's backyard, everything
Yeah.
to live is there, including a beautiful live tree. Everything. This is why these elites are constantly decimating rainforests. Anything where wildlife or creation thrives, destroy it, poison it, radiate it, on it, etc., etc.
Yeah. But people are going, I mean, see, and Big Siv and Rich is going to agree with me here. If you look through the lens of, you have the mind of Christ, look at anything. Let's take geology. We're going to mess with creation and to make it better so that we can transport it longer, it'll last longer, and we're going to mess with it, whatever. Okay. A non-believer, that's good. But from a Christian point of view, what you're saying is what God provided to us isn't good enough. See, that's.
They rolled that out. Remember they rolled that out, Nick?
Yeah.
We're just making the salmon so it's a little pinker and fresher.
So look for the lens through that. What's the mind of Christ? And look at it through that lens and ask the question. You'll usually get the correct answer every time. And that's how I look at it is, whether it's messing with the sky, messing with the weather, whatever it is, it's you're just slapping the face.
Well, I'll take it even a step further. This is why one of the things is
Go ahead.
that would be
You say it all the time. It's strange. Oh, come on.
Alice Bailey, the externalization of
There
the power. No, that's who that's from. Alice Bailey.
Lucius Trust.
Yeah. You can download each of the.
Then they changed it to Lucius. Much friendlier.
Yeah.
It was right out there. It's always been right out there.
Well, yeah, and
Crystal says, I love Nicholson's face. I have to understand. Nicholson walked me through my transition to screaming and chasing all the nonsense and the celebrities and the Illuminati and science. And he started explaining to me the Bible and what this meant. Remember that time you hit me up and you were like, I'll tell you this and understand. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive
Moses. We trespass against us.
And I was like, that's like, if you don't forgive wholeheartedly and completely, you can't be forgiven wholeheartedly and completely. So I've just let so much go. So much go, man.
Because if you don't, if you hold resentment, you hold malice, you hold anger, you hold fear within here, well, guess what? That corrupts the whole temple. And you have to let go of that. You have to let go in order. And I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing most people don't forgive is themselves. That was
What did that say? What did that say? I missed it. I made it bigger.
Yeah,
Oh
correct. Yeah, there you go. I'll sell this to you for like $800 if you want to buy it.
I haven't seen a bottle out in the wild in a long time.
Oh my gosh, man, crazy times.
Oh, you know what's crazy? After like 6 years, I started out of the blue going back into the woods and videotaping it and making bug out bags. And I made a video and I said, I have no idea where I started doing this all over again. This was like 5-6 months ago. It all makes perfect sense now. I was like, I gotta go. It's freezing out. It's raining out. I mean, I go up there in the stupidest weather by myself, whacking at a camera and then posting it. I'm like, I don't know what got doing this all over again. Well, God's funny, man. God's funny when he pushes you.
Yeah. And
You ask for a sign. God.
Yep. And
I showed Sid the text. I showed him the picture I took on the road. I was about to do something really bad. Not really bad, but I was about to give into a sin that I didn't need to. I said, please, if this is legit, I'm trying to like, come on, God. If me sinning is okay with you, let me know. And I'm thinking to myself, but you know how flighty I am. Make it a billboard. I came around the corner in Texas. There was a sign that said, "You asked for a sign, God," on a billboard. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. If you truly, and that's, I mean, I tell you what, it's funny you said that. I mean, how I got started was I was just so innocent. I was like, I just said to, Creator. I didn't even say God. I just said Creator. I want to know, why am I here? Where did we come from and where we're going? Show me. I get all of this man-made stuff coming and going, different religions, different, New Age, everything. That's how I got started, is when you truly from your heart ask for truth. I think it's James 1:6. He that asks for truth is given knowledge, whatever. But if you truly, really want an answer and truly seek it out, it will be shared with you. I can attest to that. Before that, I would ask, but I didn't really mean it. I don't think I just was talking to the air. But when you really ask and he knows, you'll get it, man. I tell you, if you really, I'm not that smart a guy. For me to make all these videos, I'm not that smart of a guy. I will tell you, I have assistance through the Holy Spirit and through the Creator. I mean, I can't. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, did I really do that video? And I mean,
No, you've done some earth shakers, dude. You've done some earth shakers. What's up, Days of Noah? Brandon, someone just said you were going to say something. I probably cut you off. You remember what it was?
No, not at this point. I mean, back, right?
Yeah, someone said, I love your owl videos. I love owls. I don't know what the deal is. They're the Illuminati. Well, if I was in the Illuminati, I'm pretty sure they have better dental insurance than I do. Just saying, whatever.
You never even got to make a video of all
I got it, but then all hell broke loose. You know what I mean? I still got that pisses me off. That bums me. That was a part of my. All this has been. It's drip.
You left here in good states.
I did, dude. I did. I was going to go, but then all of a sudden.
When you gonna come see me, dude? When you gonna come see me? I got great weather. I can, we go
Closer than you think, dude. Closer than you think, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
it's raining and cold here right now, but I'm pretty damn close.
Yeah, I'm looking at 88 degrees where I'm at, so I got bring it on, man. Let's come on, let's go. I'll take you to we can go over and drive by Disney and live if you want. We can go fishing. Go fishing, man. We got some good out here in the ocean around that. So
see, beware of stuff like this. Tanks rolling in the street, rolling on a train in San Antonio. Okay, we've been at war my entire life. Texas is known for military bases. There's lots of military bases. You gotta be careful with information that you put out. I go by a bunch of 18-wheelers pulling fighting vehicles, gasoline trucks, Frankenstein, deuce and a half. But I didn't make it because I Googled it. there's a military base right across the street. That's how they move around. At this point, running in the military was my biggest
You remember Jade Hale? Remember when they?
Yeah.
That was
driving around. It was one of the first times I drove around the car. I went to where Jay was, and I was sending on to Professor Doom. Remember him?
Yeah.
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 I had to make my first attack video. We need to talk about Professor Doom. I thought it was hilarious. I named it that.
Well, that's okay. Oh my God.
He was
I
one of
remember
the guys,
Master, what was that? Master of the Human Domain, remember? That's what
Yeah.
they're- I mean, think about that statement.
Yeah,
Master,
but
why would you say human domain? Is there a domain? I mean, see, you got to pay attention what's going on. Master of the human domain.
glad you came out with, dude. That was another private phone call. You said, dude, the Earth's flat. I'm almost positive it is. I don't want to say it because everyone's gonna get mad.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the old days when you cared if your subscribers got mad? They usually get mad when you tell them the absolute truth with all the facts. Oh, you're a shill. You're out of here.
Yeah.
God,
Well, what's that in the textbook, Nicholson? Okay. You get your knowledge from down here and get it from above. Whatever. And, you know, where are all those people now? You know, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I could be gone tomorrow. My channel could be taken down. But, you know, here's the thing. I never said this, but you ever thought about this, Richie, am I showing truth? Remember, it has to be shown. Remember, before things down. Am I sharing stuff? And are you allowed to stay up? And I mean, we are to a certain degree. But the reason I think some of my stuff is still up is I'm showing truth. And it has to be seen, you know, before, you know what I'm saying?
That's part of
they
the
do it.
Yeah.
I do believe that. That's part of their consent. You have to know the truth, whether you just follow it for a second or not. You have to make a cognizant choice to
Yep.
deny it.
Yep, that's correct.
That's it. My friends, I got to get off here. It's time for me to go to bed.
Me too. I don't even know what time it is. I'm in a different time zone every half hour, so it's freaking me out.
It's
But
9 o'clock.
Check this out. This isn't anything more than what it is. But to everybody in the chat, everybody that watches this video, share these videos. Even if you don't have a channel, make a channel and share them and just say coronavirus. Give people the opportunity to understand that this is a fraud. And someone just showed numbers, 169,000, 169. I think they would have blown it up because my ex told me, sorry about that, Shan. My source at the hospital told me that they're no longer going to use CDC confirmed cases. They're just going to use probable as the numbers. And I figured they would have made it. So this pandemic isn't doing anything except getting ready to take all your rights, take all your retirement, reset the dollar, go to digital currency. And apparently they're going to get ready to start squeezing the because so many people are on it. So everybody that's watched these videos over the years, if we can't make another video, stand your ground. Don't let anybody jam you. It's once that happens, you can't unring that bell. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. This is my team. They're not cutting me off from the connection most times. It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
All right.
And for me, I've been, like I said, thank you for even listening. Thank you, Big Sid. Thank you, Richie. And Big Sid said it. And I'm glad that, you know, the Holy Spirit shared that with me is once you realize what the enemy is after, the battle for the temple of God, us, that's the real battle. That's not something in Israel that has curtains and then because God does not dwell in a physical hand, a temple made of hands. That is scriptural. As long as you remember that this is it, protect it any way you can.
So you gotta give us a prayer real quick because you're good at it.
What's that?
Prayer on the way out.
Hey, dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for bringing this fellowship together again today. Continue to grant us the ability for humble hearts, open minds, and for our will to continue to decrease and yours to continue to increase. Let your word never go unto thee void, but let it accomplish everything that you please and prosper anywhere and everywhere that you send it, Father. In your precious son's name we pray.
Amen.
In Boston, Nicholson from an undisclosed location, and Vincent from the bayou. Everybody in the chat, share this everywhere you can, or don't.